Hey everybody, it's Wayne bringing you guys my first video of 2024. Thanks so much for your patience. Today we're going to get you guys a dividend haul for all of the passive income that I received in January of 2024. Let's go ahead and kick off things with the new spreadsheet that I've created, really making the way in which I present all of these incoming dividend payments easier. As you guys know from previous videos, I would typically toggle between my brokerages. So here's M1 and here's all the dividends that I received in the month of January. Here's Robinhood. Robinhood doesn't give you a very easy way to isolate dividends by a certain month, and so I would go through all these and just scroll. So I'm happy to say that I've updated my dividend tracking spreadsheet, and this allows me to really isolate and show you guys data that's relevant to the topic or the video. And you can see here, if we scroll down, this is breaking down all of my dividend positions across multiple brokerages. So my M1 account, my kids' custodial accounts, my Robinhood account, my Roth account, my wife's Roth account, and so forth. And so let's go ahead and isolate everything that I received in the month of January. We're going to go ahead and exclude all the blanks. And you guys can see in the month of January across all of my brokerages, and I'm very excited to say that my daughter, who I just opened up her custodial account late 2023, received her first dividend from QQQ. And so again, this is going to be a great tool that helps me not only track my passive income, but present it to you if you're interested in following along on my journey. So let's go ahead and break down all of the passive income that I received just from my M1 account. And you guys can see here in the month of January, I received a total of 9 dividend payments. Again, going back here to my M1 account, you guys, all of this is going to match up. I know content creators sometimes will basically just show the spreadsheet and there's no real indication as to whether or not they're embellishing or telling the truth. But you guys know from previous videos, all of the data that I present in these updates is true and accurate. And of course, if you guys ever had any follow-up questions, throw it down there in the comments. So a total of 9 dividend payments. Let's go ahead and sort this from least to largest amount. Starting off with ADC, paid me out $5.18. Devo, paying me out $16.03. Pepsi, paying me out $20.26. Altria, they paid me out $27.33. JetQ, which is one of my favorite covered call monthly payers, paid me out $39.64. Vici, which is a REIT, $41.50. I own 100 shares. O Realty, you guys are going to see this pop up numerous times because I hold this across multiple brokerages. And I also want to break down a goal that I have with O Realty Income. I am looking to earn $200 per month. That's one of the big goals that I have for 2024. But at least on the M1 side, it paid me out $68.39. BST paid me out $68.44, and Maine was the biggest payer in my M1 brokerage for the month of January, paying me out $70.76. Again, I like the spreadsheet. It gives me a nice total, $357.53. You guys are going to see the second sheet of the spreadsheet, also going to break down here all of the dividend payments. Let's go back over here and now focus on just my Robinhood account, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at this filtered information. Again, we'll go ahead and sort this ascending order, and you guys can see KNG. Now, KNG is grayed out, indicating that yes, I received a dividend from KNG, but I no longer have that position. So anything that you see in gray reflects that I no longer hold on to that position. And so KNG paid out its last dividend to me in the month of January. Best Buy paid me out 99 cents. Maine, again, another position that I hold in multiple brokerages. I have the bigger position in M1, but I do have a smaller position in Robinhood, paying me out $2.44. ADC, which is a monthly REIT payer, giving me $3.10. You guys already get a sneak peek here at what's coming in February. So I am also reinvesting these dividends in addition to making daily buys in my Robinhood brokerage. SPY is a newer position. I'll call it somewhat of an experiment, but it did pay out its first dividend payment to me of $3.37. SPHD, I've held this now since 2022. I'd like to break even on the position. I would happily sell out of this position. I think think my money could go to a more strong holding here in my Robinhood, so stay tuned on this. LTC, $19 for the month. FEPI, a relatively newer position. Again, I'll be willing to admit this is kind of an experimental holding, but so far so good. It is a monthly pair, and they paid me out $35.08. You guys can do your own research and let me know what you think down in the comments if you think FEPI is a quality holding perhaps in your portfolio. Altria is also a position that I hold not only in Robinhood but also in one. You saw that earlier. They paid me out $46.25 on the Robinhood side. Realty, another position you're going to see across multiple brokerages, $64.68. And then Costco, boy, they had that fantastic special payment. And I earned $311. In fact, if I had not received this $311, I don't know that I would have been able to beat last year's total income for the month of January of 2023. Let's go ahead and actually clear this filter. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is show you guys how much I received, not only in M1. I talked about my daughter receiving her first payment in her custodial account. She holds exclusively QQQ. My son is holding exclusively VOO. But I also received a couple of payments from our Roth accounts. My wife holds JetQ, Realty Income, and Devo in her Roth as well. And then you can see here grayed out positions. She was holding Realty, JEPI, and XYLD in her taxable account. We made a decision to pretty much not have her hold any positions in her taxable account, especially ones that are not going to have a more favorable tax payment or dividend distribution. And so, but she did receive 3 payments here. And then, of course, you guys can see in my Roth, I am also holding Realty. This is a position I'm also looking to build up. So here's the breakdown for the month of January. I received a total of 28 dividends/distributions, earning $929.54. As you guys can see, this is the breakdown that I'm also reflecting in this second spreadsheet. There's the total on that. Let's go ahead and give you guys a breakdown. Again, my dividend investing journey began in 2021. Again, so crazy to look back in February of 2021, and that first month I earned a whopping 48 cents. Boy, how my journey has just taken off since. Last year, across all of our brokerages, I earned $16,384. The goal was to reach $15,000 in passive income. Let's go ahead and show you guys the year-over-year percentage increase. This is also going to be a statistic that I'm going to be sharing with these monthly dividend haul videos. And you guys can see 2022, I earned a total of $8,830. I essentially saw an 86% year-over-year increase. So that is just a fantastic number, but I can tell you right now, I am not going to see such a dramatic year-over-year increase for this upcoming year. And a lot of it has to do with the big moves that I made in December. If you remember my last video, I sold out of a lot of my monthly higher yielding payers. I really wanted to focus on dividend growth. And so I reallocated my portfolio. I sold out of positions like Stag, like Horizon, that were definitely paying me solid monthly dividends/distributions, but I wanted to see growth on top of those distributions. And so I've reallocated that money. I am currently focused on several positions that I'm going to be sharing in a future video. But let's go ahead and give you guys the year-over-year increase. Obviously, January was a great month, earning $929.54. That was a 52% year-over-year increase over last year, in which I earned $613.50. Now, coincidentally, that was the same percentage that I had year-over-year increase from January of 2022. So not too bad. Something else that's interesting to point out, January of 2023, in which I earned earned $613. That was my lowest month of passive income. And so if January of this year is anything like what's to come, pretty exciting to see that this could be the new standard as far as the least amount of passive income that I'm going to receive. So there you have it, guys. There is the dividend haul for the month of January. The goal that I have for this upcoming year is to reach $17,750 across all of my brokerage accounts. Now, you might be wondering, why is my goal only, right, quote unquote, only $17,750, considering what a huge run up I had from 2021 to 2022 to 2023. Why is the goal not 20,000 or even 25,000 based on previous momentum? And again, it kind of goes back to the goals that I have. I really want to focus on growth, which doesn't necessarily equate higher yield positions, but I do think even if we were to call that one step backwards, it equates to 2 or 3 steps forward. And so that's the big goal that I have for this year. You guys are going to hear me cite that number numerous times, $17,750. We'll see if we can get there. I think we can, and more importantly, we're going to get there with quality growth stocks. Once again, I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you on the next one.